has been a bit grey today, but I'll tell you, it still is lovely and scenic down here at St Wands. Plenty of plant life and wildlife. But what you might not know is that our landscape is actually home to more than 100 invasive species. So I've come now to chat to Alistair, whose job is to manage and monitor these. Thank you for joining us, Alistair.
Hi, Lily. Hi.
So first question is, what actually is an invasive species and why are they a problem?
Yeah. So an invasive species is a species that causes some harm, has some impact. Normally that word is associated with the word non-native. So that's a species that is not native to Jersey. It comes from somewhere else. So in terms of their harm that they can cause, we normally break that down to three areas: economic harm, ecological harm, environmental harm, and also sometimes human and societal impacts and harms.
Mm-hmm. Now we've got some flowers I can see behind you, these pink and yellow ones, looking quite vibrant, but can you tell me what are these and how do they relate to the work you're doing?
So this is commonly called sour fig, sometimes Hottentot fig. This is a species that comes from South Africa. It was brought over in the mid-1800s, probably by the Victorians, and it is non-native and it is spreading in Jersey, in the southwest of Jersey in particular. And as you can see from here, it forms a really dense carpet smothering out all the native species.
Yeah, so that's just one species you're working on managing, but one that quite a lot of people I'm sure will be familiar with is the Asian hornet.
Yes, yeah.
So what's your updates with those?
So with Asian hornets, we've got a control program underway. Right now, we're in a phase of the program called spring queen trapping, where plenty of people have traps at home and some of our expert volunteers are managing traps around the island. And the purpose is to catch the queens before they start to build their nests. It's a lot easier to deal with a single queen than a nest that might be later on in the season at the top of a tree with 3,000 hornets in.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of work is involved, but what would be your message to people watching at home? What can people like myself and members of the public do to help prevent and manage the spread of invasive species?
I think a general awareness that we have invasive species here and they have impacts on our lives and costs to government and us as well. So we're in the middle of Invasive Species Week. People should go on the internet, have a look up on what that all means, and it's generally about that awareness. There are plenty of things people can do to help in Jersey. I would contact the Environment Department and we have plenty of opportunities to get people involved.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time, Alistair. Let's get all the details now on your weather. Here's your full forecast. Well, it is starting to turn a bit brighter now because it was a fairly grey and dreary start today, and we are going to see that clouds come in once again tomorrow morning. But it should soon burn off, so we will have some brighter and sunnier spells tomorrow afternoon and to end our day. Now there is the chance of a shower overnight, possibly lingering into tomorrow morning, but once again that should clear off tomorrow, so for most of the day it will be dry, and we are expecting mainly dry weather throughout the rest of this week. It is also going to feel a bit chillier tomorrow, mainly because the winds are picking right up, so as well the temperatures are dropping a touch, so it will just feel that little bit more cold than it has done today. Back to the here and now then, tonight we'll have some clear spells to start. Those showers that I mentioned could come anytime from around 10 p.m. If they do arrive though, they shouldn't be too heavy, and the wind's already starting to ramp up overnight coming from the west. We're expecting minimum temperatures of 12 degrees. So tomorrow morning there could be a lingering shower first thing, but any rain will soon clear. A cloudy start as I said, but it will be getting brighter and sunnier as we make our way through the day. It will feel a bit chillier, mainly because those winds around a force 4 to a force 5 are coming in from the west, so feeling a bit biting, and temperatures down a touch as well with highs of 17 degrees tomorrow. Let's get our times of high water then, between around 6:30 and 7 in the morning, later on between 6:30 and 7:30 p.m, and sea temperature is just above 14 degrees. So if we take a look at our week as a whole, some bright spells with some cloud to come. It is going to be a bit chilly tomorrow, but temperatures climbing up as we make our way towards Saturday with highs of 21.